Good evening, everyone. What's up? Just ate a satisfying meal and topped it off with a easy dessert. This is Mr. Hata speaking. Previously, there was a discussion on playgrounds with Tower TriStar 2 is back. Today, we have a new special guest, who is unable to speak, but he's listening to it right now, and it is MTD Videos. He has been involved with all the comments on all the videos on this channel, and it is the first time he will be featured in this rant. So, he has requested a rant on the Xbox and PlayStations. Ugh. Xbox and PlayStations? Come on. Is that all people ever talk about or play? Well, not everybody, but it's like the majority of the whole video game world now is Xbox and PlayStation. If one asks one what they play, it's either an Xbox or a PlayStation. More precisely, the Xbox 360 or the Xbox One, and a PlayStation 3 or the PlayStation 4. That's it. That's all people care about. It's just a gaming. Like, what happened to Game Boys? The Nintendo DS still has a little bit of popularity even to this day. But what happened to people playing the Wii together, people playing Nintendo DS together, playing Game Boys together, playing the Nintendo 64, the 4, and all those other. Like, what happened to those? Did people, like, end up just following what everyone else did? It seems like those are the only two game systems that people actually seem to care about now. It's either people are on an Xbox 360 or Xbox One, or they're on a PlayStation 3 or PlayStation 4 just playing the same games. Like, what happened to people playing Crash Bandicoot, Mario, what else was there? And other games. What happened? It's been just dominated by first-person shooter games and Minecraft now. All it is Call of Duty, Halo. Well, it used to be Halo. Battlefield, Rant Theft Auto, and Minecraft. That's all people play now. That's it. That's all people care to play now. What happened to older video games? Why is it just those two systems? It seems like now, because those two systems exist, everything else is underappreciated in this video game world. It's been like that since about 2008, 2009. That's when the Xbox probably rose in popularity, or Xbox 360. That's all people want to do now for video games. Most people, they're not interested in anything else but those few games. PS3 games and Xbox 360 games are first-person shooter games. If one wants to play a different game, usually they don't want to. What on earth happened to video games? Video games weren't meant to be just like this. Video games were meant to have a variety. Just having those two gaming systems and those two types of video games isn't a variety. It's just two and two put together. Two systems, two video games, that's it. It's not any fun when that's all people want to talk about or play. The online stuff is cool, but that's it. That's all people want to do is play Minecraft, especially the younger ones play Minecraft and Xbox. There's just nothing to it. It's just the same game played over and over and over again to the end of time, literally. Well, that's what it feels like. It feels like everything else is underappreciated. Even the old Xbox and the old PlayStations are now underappreciated. It's just on the newer stuff now. The Xbox original and the PS or PlayStation 1, nobody even wants to play those anymore. Like, what happened? People just keep upgrading to everything. I mean, Nintendo consoles are pretty cool. They're different from the Xbox and the PlayStation. Nintendo was meant for certain games. Nintendo is a part of the 90s and like late 90s and early 2000s. Yet people hate it now, and yet people are worshiping 90s and early 2000s shows. Yet they're not appreciating some of those people. Isn't that just sad? And it was fun to just play those with other people to play with. There's an MTD videos points out a very reasonable fact. There is almost no difference between the Xbox 360 and the Xbox One, or the PlayStation, the Xbox. They're literally just the same gaming system with different names. That's all they are. The PS3 and the PS4, even he said so, are just the same. It's just a newer it's just quote unquote a newer version. That's it. There's nothing to it now. It's just every video game is just now ripping off each other. Why? There's no create. There's now they're just lacking create. Well, it's not necessarily their fault. It's just maybe the world is out of ideas and the world's just afraid to copy ideas due to all the criticism of other people. Oh, this game's a ripoff of this game. Well, they're just using the same concepts. All the games are the same concepts, same kind of skill level, same kind of characters. Well, they're not even characters anymore. All that people even talk about now are graphics. People care about are those graphics, so they don't even like. Yeah, and why do people even like 2D games? Hate 2D games. They like Flappy Bird so much. That was the worst 2D game in history, and it will still be said even to the day of death. And MTD Videos points out, Nintendo always has something like a motion control or a touchscreen or two screens. All those others don't. It's just a single screen with a single device. There's nothing unique about an Xbox or a PlayStation. Sorry. It's like PlayStation, they're just there to be there, just to satisfy people because that's his next best creation. Why are people like being appreciative at all of any of the older stuff now? They just want anything that's newer. This applies to not only Xbox video games, this applies to VHS tapes, to phones, etc. This is just one of the many topics that people don't seem to get, though. Sorry if this offends anybody in any way, though. But Xbox Live, why on earth do people need a membership for that? Why do people need a golden card membership just to be online, a silly online stuff? And like people don't even get to see the person's face at all when they're playing the video game. They just text each other and talk by voice. And why do they need those dumb headphones anyway? Headphones are expensive, yet people still need headphones to do that stuff. Come on, not cool. Kinect, don't know what that is. In a PlayStation movie, what on earth even is that? Come on, it's membership. All people care about is the money now. These video games that are for the Xbox and PS3 are now $60. Who on earth wants to pay $60 just for a silly little video game that's just about shooting and building blocks? That's not any fun once people do it a lot. And little kids aren't even supposed to be on those first-person shooter games for a good reason. PlayStation Movie is a one ripoff of the Wii Remote, according to MTD Videos, which it is. What are they doing? Are they trying to copy the Wii, which people don't even want to play anymore, most people? That's just sad. Like, what's next? Is there going to be an Xbox 2? And there's going to be a PlayStation 6? What's next? And why is it all Doritos? And why on earth are Doritos and Mountain Dew gaming feel now? That's so dumb. Doritos and Mountain Dew aren't even healthy at all. People probably just end up eating a whole bag of Doritos or drinking a whole 2-liter Mountain Dew. Like, what's so special? Mountain Dew is just a highly caffeinated citrus soda, and Doritos are just tortilla chips with flavoring. That's it. A lower quality tortilla chips. Yeah, Kinect is a Wii Sensor ripoff according to MTD Videos also. Sorry, he's just using Google Plus to talk because he doesn't have the mic. Very sorry. But it's the best way. He's doing what he can, though. So that's pretty cool. Ugh. Video games, seriously. Stop just upgrading to everything of everything of everything. Keep some traditions. Stop just moving forward to something brand new. Every video game has been forgotten now. Donkey Kong has been forgotten. Mario Kart, all the Mario games are forgotten. Crash Bandicoot's been forgotten. Some of the Sonic video games are forgotten. What else? There are a bunch of video games that have just been completely forgotten and not even spoken of that much anymore. Well, a few people, fortunately, are still appreciate the culture that they used to have, but most people, half the people just. And please, and also, if please subscribe to MTD videos if possible. Just subscribe to MTD videos. That's MTD capitalized and then another word for videos with a capital V. So MTD videos, please subscribe to him. He makes videos on Mario, Epic Mario, and Luigi Adventures. He makes openings and intros and a few other random videos with like stuffed animals. So if one wants to see like his own creative mode of Mario and all that, which he does appreciate Mario, thank goodness, check out his channel. And he will actually request a bunch of, and he'll be more than happy to talk to anybody who subscribes to him. So he's actually a YouTube channel that one can rely on. Even Microsoft, the company that made Xbox, according to MTV Video, like Rareware, which helped Nintendo made. And he's even doing a review on this channel right now, Olivier Hata. So he will actually give shoutouts to YouTube channels that actually want to hang out with him. So this YouTube channel right here, MTD Videos, not only is he starting to make videos now, he actually appreciates YouTube channels that have the same interests as he does. So if one subscribes to him, he will give shoutouts to the YouTube channel. He will also give suggestions, which suggestions never hurt, even negative ones, because it tells how people can improve, because no one's perfect, obviously. And he even has a second channel to check out, too, so that's pretty cool. As one can see... Oh, sorry. And forgotten MTD videos are on a second channel, if one is wondering. So, is there anything else to suggest? Well, don't just compare graphics in video games. Video games aren't just about graphics. That's all people literally care about now is the graphics. And that's just being hypocritical. Minecraft has poor graphics, yet people like that, and people complain about the graphics in other video games. That's being hypocritical right there. And people don't even admit that they're being hypocritical at all. And Forgotten MTD Videos is the second channel of MTD Videos. So he will be there. He will always be there for whoever subscribes to him. He will be there no matter what the case. He respects all opinions. He'll ask anything to be ranted on. Don't even forget that. Is there anything else to say? He is a Nintendo fanboy for life. And don't get that wrong, Nintendo rocks. So do VHS tapes and other old school stuff. And that is correct. Nintendo, thank goodness there's still people that like Nintendo. Because if they weren't, our world would be so sad that there would be no one even to talk to for certain subjects. That's what's disappointing. All the people just talk about one certain subject and don't even care about the others. And there's a small group on YouTube of people who actually connect with each other due to their high interests. And they have a mobile device coming soon. What could that be, according to MTD Videos? The problem with the Xbox and PS3, now they're putting Netflix and all those YouTube videos. This is a gaming device. This isn't a computer. Why is a video game system now being treated like a computer? Gaming, if it's a gaming device, stay a gaming device. Don't just make it into a computer all of a sudden. They're just trying to make everything look bad now. That's from the old times. It's not like that. there's everything to appreciate from other times. And some people even play Xbox for 5 and more hours, especially the little kids, probably like the 6-year-olds, the 10-year-olds, probably like the kids in middle school, a few of them. Like, what on earth? It's sad. Video games, and that applies to the PSP or PC Vita. That's sad. Like, how on earth? Why on earth are they doing this to video games? Video games are now taking over people's lives now. Well, it's okay to stay inside because there's nothing to do during cold weather, but still. How are video games now taking over? Like, literally, nobody's outside anymore. Just take a look at one's neighborhood. There's nobody outside ever. It's just a quiet neighborhood with just strangers that there's nothing to do with. There's nobody outside now because of video games. I mean, video games have just taken over the whole world, literally. Xbox and PS3, even said by MTD videos, they're just copying Nintendo, and then people are calling that gold right there. That's just being hypocritical. They don't like the Nintendo at all, yet they like something that copied the Nintendo. That's just not right to say that. People need to know that they're being hypocritical when they're thinking that, yet they're not. That is with the stuff from earlier. Like, come on, people. Realize that everything is a ripoff of each other. There's no such thing as originality. People on, like, all those rants are saying that certain TV shows are unoriginal. Well, face it. There is no such thing as originality. Every idea borrowed some idea one way or another. Even the worst of any idea borrowed another idea that existed before that. Like sensor motion control at Clarence, that just doesn't work at all. Originality doesn't exist, period, because there's one idea that just existed even before it even was born. Like Clarence ripping, like copying some of it, didn't completely rip off Ed, Edd n Eddy, but did copy some of Ed, Edd n Eddy. It's okay for a show to do that, but a show still needs to like give credit to the show and kind of it took the ideas from. That's why in research papers people have to cite everything in high school and college. If they don't cite, bam, zero, and they're kicked out for good. Because if people just play, because look at all those grounded videos. People are just plays or grounded videos or those 1-minute baby show rants about Barney and Caillou, Dora, Boobas, etc. They're just plagiarizing or copying what one person has done. Everybody's just copying each other now. Same format, almost same wording. If not, that's just not cool at all, and people don't even realize that. An MTD video points out that people making fake accounts for popular YouTube channel makings, don't do that. It's not gonna work. It's not even worth doing that. People are gonna find out, no, it's a fake account anyway. No one can pretend. One cannot be someone they're not. If they're not someone, they're not somebody. They can't pretend to be someone else. It's literally impossible because they don't know the person well enough to be able to pretend to be someone else. People already know it's a fake account, so don't even bother with that nonsense. But video games just need to go back to what it was. Like, remember even back in 2007, Mario games were still popular. Now, Xbox and 360 have taken over the entire gaming world, literally. Nintendo versus Sega, stated by MTV videos, that was epic. Sega had one to offer, like Sonic. Nintendo had to offer Mario. And now it's Nintendo versus Microsoft versus Sony. Why? This is just too complicated now. Don't make things that complicated. Making something complicated always leads to disaster. That is a lesson learned by many experiences. And MTD videos is correct about that, one way or another. Now Sega just failed, because the Sonic games are just getting worse and worse now. So everything is just going downhill. The only video games that haven't gone downhill are Mario, pretty much. And they stopped making consoles. Why did they have to stop making consoles? Those consoles had cool conspicuous features. Don't do that to a video game. Don't quit just because one cannot just quit because of failure. Failure is a mistake. Failure is learned. Is a learning experience, not a time to quit. There's a time to quit and there's a time to learn. And sorry, we're getting off topic, but it's just whatever ideas need to be incorporated into this rant. So just sorry for that though. But it's all cool and all. So as we are speaking, the how playgrounds could be improved video is already 75% uploaded. Please check that out if possible. And now that's pretty much all there really is to say for this rant on Xboxes and PlayStations, whatever. And thank you for watching the rant. Whoever watches this, that's all there is to say for this rant. See one on the next rant, and MTD videos is welcome to be in any of the next rants. So with that, this is the first rant with him. Any last words, MTD video? He says thank you. With that, good night.